Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me turn the light on. It's dark in here. Hey. Good morning, good morning. Today is Friday, November 26th. What's today? Friday, November 26th. We are at day 10 of 10 of our I Am Worthy of Peace series. I feel like that got here fast. I feel like we had just started the I'm Worthy of Love series like the other day, and now we're already at this end of the second series. So that's excellent. Oh, there you are, Mom. Good morning. So obviously she's not in the live. She's in the room, so she'll probably be popping in here in just a second. But yeah, so I appreciate you guys taking a ride with me through this series. I feel like I've been going a lot longer because the interaction has been really good, really positive, and you guys have been pouring into me just as much as I've been pouring into this, so I appreciate you guys for being here. So we're going to get into, so we already completed the I'm Worthy of Love series, which is available in my Etsy shop. Today we're going to be finishing up the I Am Worthy of Peace series of affirmations, which I will make available in my Etsy shop in the next coming days. And then next week we will be starting our I Am Worthy of Joy series, which you guys probably could have guessed already because I've been talking about love, peace, and joy. And this has all really been about creating your own love, peace, and joy, cultivating it in your life, spreading around the people who you're in communication with, getting them in one accord of the same value system, and, you know, possibly distancing yourself from other people who do not share a value system that creates communities that are full of love, peace, and joy. So it's really about the inside man and the outside man. So with that being said, today's affirmation is: I am worthy of receiving patience from myself and others. Take a sip and let that settle real quick. I am worthy of receiving patience from myself and others. I am worthy of receiving patience from myself and from others. I am worthy of receiving patience from myself and others. You will swear that as I was assembling these affirmations, I really was just on a mission to beat myself up, because that one is a doozy. Hey, Pom. No, she's not. No, she's not. That's free. That's a doozy. I am worthy of receiving patience from myself and others. So it is not the easiest, but it's a doable task to request that other people be patient with you. It's doable. Because sometimes you're in a scenario where you can't go any faster than what you're going anyway, so they might as well be patient with you. Otherwise it's a shoulder shrug. I can't walk any faster, I can't drive any faster, I can't move any faster. It just is what it is. But that patience from myself part, that's the part where I think I beat myself up a little bit at when I wrote this affirmation. Right? Because the expectations I have for myself are very high a lot of the time. I was gifted and talented kid, you know, overachieving in childhood, just making it in adulthood like so many of us. And so I expect a lot of the times to understand things, to make my way through things relatively quickly. And that is not always the case. Be it that I don't have the wit, I don't have the speed, I don't have the resources, I don't have the luxuries, I don't have the energy. Sometimes things just can't get done, don't get done, or are not being accomplished at the pace in which I initially set out to do them. But in having patience with myself, I garner more peace in my life because I'm not stressing myself out behind imaginary deadlines, imaginary time markers, imaginary progress reports. By giving myself patience, of course goals, but patience in achieving those goals, I can go, slow and steady wins the race. We talk about the tortoise and the hare. The hare burnt out. That's why the hare took a nap and ended up losing. And so I myself, as a student, as a parent, as a woman, have practiced very little patience with myself. Especially once I got into my 30s, it's like, well, I'm 30, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, I should be doing this. We let timelines of age get in the way of our patience a lot. We tell ourselves all types of things that we should be doing. I should be over this. I should be this far in life. I should be making this money. I should have this car. I should have this home. I should do this. I should do that. But if you're working steadily towards those things, you may be missing an ounce of patience, which is getting in the way of you seeing your successes. I'm worthy of receiving patience from myself and others. I ain't got no type of patience for myself, and I definitely ain't got no patience for other people, and it is an issue that I am working on, and that's okay. Because when you grow in patience, you grow in peace. Morning, Coco. It's good to see you in here. The affirmation for today is, I am worthy of receiving patience from myself and others. Progress, not perfection. Exactly. If you have a major goal, the bigger your goal, the more time it's going to take for those types of things to cook. That's just the way it is. You don't make your Thanksgiving meal at the same pace that you make a sandwich. Bigger things take more time to cook, which means it takes more time within yourself, and it takes more time just within your space, more time with others. If I'm constantly on edge because other people are not moving at the pace that I want to, I'm headed for destruction. I'm headed for a burnout behind things that I cannot even control. Just like when you're driving down the street, the people with no patience for others end up in car wrecks. And they don't necessarily get where they're going any faster than if they would have kept a nice, steady, even pace. And that's the thing. Being impatient doesn't actually make anything go faster. If anything, it makes things go slower or feel slower because you're hyper aware of the time, or you're hyper aware of what you haven't done. Being impatient doesn't make anything go any faster. You sacrifice mental space that it takes for you to even obsess about how slow or how low things are going. Get stuck at the red light with me. Cars be going so fast just to get stuck at the red light with you. So fast. And that's been life too. That could be life too. You'd be so fast to get your degree just to end up at a job with somebody with a high school diploma. Like, dang, I could have got here a different kind of way. Not saying don't go to school, because definitely go to school. If you want to go to school, but don't complain about the 4 years. Don't not go to school because you don't have the patience for the 4 years, or for the 2 years, or for the 6-week program. Especially when you're not doing anything else in that time period. Have a little patience with yourself. Have a little patience with the other people that are in your program. Have a little patience with the people that are in your family. I ain't got no patience with myself, with my anybody. Part of the reason is because I want things done in my time, when I think about it, when I see it, when I feel it. Like, let's get on it, let's do it. But that might not be other people's pacing. And when you're respectful of that and allow the people to get things done in the time they need to get them done, everybody can be happy. Instead of you trying to micromanage them and getting yourself in a tizzy and getting them in a tizzy. I am worthy of receiving patience from myself and others. This goes along with asking for help. If you need more time on something, say the words, I need more time. I'm worthy of receiving patience from myself and others. Patience is one of those tricky things. Because I feel like every time I ask for patience or I pray for patience, I end up with a bunch of stuff that I need to learn to be patient over. Patience is a skill set. Patience can be undercut by trauma. It's a trauma response to freak out when things don't seem to be going the direction that you think that they should go when you haven't even reached the destination. It's a trauma response because somewhere along the line you program for things to not turn out right. So before you even get to the final destination, you begin to panic and lose patience and try to derail or go a different route. Because you don't know that if you get to the end of this timeline, whether it be real or arbitrary, if things are going to work out. So you try to bend your own will. Bend it to your own will. Well, sometimes it just needs a little time to air out. I am worthy of receiving patience from myself and others. It's real beneficial for any student that's in school. I've encountered a countless of students who they don't have any patience for themselves because they feel like they need to know the material before they even get to class. I'm like, honey, that defeats the whole purpose of being a student. If you're supposed to know everything before you get to the class, might as well teach yourself and not go. But when you're 16, 18, 21, 25, sometimes it feels like I have to do everything right now. Because if I don't, I'm going to miss out on life. If I don't, I'm never going to get to it. I'm only 33, but I pay attention to the people around me. I pay attention to the 40, 50, 60, 70. I got 80-year-olds that I know in my circle. And if you take care of yourself, you take care of your body, you have all the time in the world. So there's no rush. Things that you never accomplished when you were 16, you may actually turn around and be 33 like me and relive them. Patience. You do not have to grow up fast. You do not have to achieve everything right now. Everything you do is to be stretched out across the time period of your life. We have windows in which certain things are easier. We have windows in which certain things are more difficult. But whether it be a macro project, something huge like trying to move or going to school or even having a baby. Women get pregnant all the time and have no patience for pregnancy. Baby, you stuck in that for the whole time. Regardless, what is your definition of patience? Ooh. My definition of patience. I would say for the sake of this, it would be to bide your time in peace. To spend your time in peace. That would be my definition of patience. To spend your time in peace. Because we can easily spend our time in anxiety. To be impatient to me would be to spend that same amount of time in anxiety. So to be patient over something would be to spend your time in peace. To be impatient over something would be to spend your time in anxiety. So it takes a lot of grounding techniques if you're doing something over a long period of time to kind of give yourself the patience to work your way through it. When it comes to spiritual matters, we're not commanded to worry. We're not created to worry. And so in asking God for things, sometimes we want them, but we want them right now. We need to give him the opportunity to let him cook a little bit. Pray on it, ask on it, seek God daily. But if you're asking for big things, you got to have a little bit of big patience to go along with them. A lot of waiting and peace to go along with that. A lot of faith and understanding that things will come together in the end. When it comes to your business matters, just knowing that you have one thing to do at a time. And you can only do the one thing at a time at whatever pace that's going to get done. But being diligent on it, if you're actually working on something, being diligent about it so that you can work on it in peace. You can write a paper in anxiety. You can build a mansion in anxiety. But by the time you get through it, you exert so much more energy being impatient with the process than just allowing yourself to breathe and go through it step by step, day by day. I'm worthy of receiving patience from myself and from others. It's easier to request patience from other people when you have mastered the skill of allowing yourself to be patient with you. Because once you're patient with yourself, can't nobody move you no faster than what you're going to do anyways. Nobody in no situation can shake you if you learn patience with yourself. Because other people won't have a choice but to be patient with you, because you will have discovered what is the pace in which I can move to accomplish things and spend my time in peace. That's not easy. So when you want something, it comes with a certain amount of energy. It comes with a certain amount of drive. And that is a beautiful thing. That's a great thing. But when you let your drive turn to frustration, now we're being impatient. When you let your drive turn to hostility, now we're being impatient. When you let your drive turn to agitation, overwhelming, we're not moving in patience. We're just moving, and sometimes in a circle, freaking out about things that are going to take the amount of time that they're going to take regardless. Debilitating ourselves because we don't allow ourselves to even start. I'm worthy of receiving patience from myself and others. You have as much time on this earth as you're going to get. Use it peacefully. Use it to your advantage. Learn how to wait. Learn how to wait actively. Learn how to wait positively. I am worthy of receiving patience from myself and others. I had to be patient for 7 years, had to wait until the right time. Sometimes things require years of patience, 7 years of patience. But those 7 years were going to have to play out the way that those 7 years were going to have to play out, regardless of whether or not you acted in the time and space and with patience. And when you operate in a time and space with a little bit more patience, everything goes smoother. Your spirit is lighter, and so is that of those around you. So if you find yourself filled with anxiety, check your patience. Check your patience level. Check your expectations. Check your workflow and then slow your heart and your mind down. It almost broke me, but God and prayers. It was designed to shake you, but it wasn't designed to break you. Because if it would have, you would have. 7 is a number of completion as well. So you had to go through something in that. And if you're talking about what you're talking about, I know who definitely tested your patience. But in that, you're not just gonna be talking about me the whole morning. I'm talking about me. But in that 7 years of patience, it could have been 7 years of pure chaos. It could have been 7 years of pure frustration. And I know that there were moments that it was, but there definitely were moments where it wasn't. Now I'm at peace. And you did a good thing, a hard thing, but a good thing in the course of those 7 years. And you'll come back, and that'll come back to you as a reward if it hadn't already. I'm worthy of receiving patience from myself and others. And when you center yourself at being patient, you learn how to be patient for other people as well. You never know what folk are going through out here in these worlds, and they might be one split hair away from just wanting to leave this earth. And your kindness and your patience with them at the right time on the right day could mean the world of a difference. It could mean the world of a difference. I am worthy of receiving patience from myself and others. And the more distress you're in, the more patience you need with yourself and with others. So start off with being patient with you. Start off with checking your own ego, checking your own anxiety, checking your own expectations, and move in that. And when you get there, you'll be at the pace where other people will be on board with being patient with you, because they'll see how you move with peace. I will get it done. All my goals. I tell folk all the time, when I was in grad school, I quit once a semester. Because stuff took so long. I ain't had no patience. I still struggle in that area. So I'll be halfway through the semester, 2/3 through the semester. This is taking too long. This is doing too much. These papers is too hard. I ain't got no patience for this no more. I'm just gonna quit. Close all my books, go to sleep. A couple hours later, after I got me a good nap and I could be a little bit more patient with myself because I've taken care of my basic needs of rest, I got back up and I was like, you know what? I done too much. I done made it too far. Let me finish this work. I'm worthy of receiving patience from myself and others. It's okay. It is okay if you take up time and space. It's okay if you take up time and space in a grocery store. You move at the pace that you move at. Let everybody else be mad. This reminds me of my Nana Steen. As she got older, she was like, when she hit 60, she was like, I just can't. Like I used to. She was in her 50s climbing trees. And she was like, I'm not trying to be in my 60s baking cakes. I'm trying to climb more trees. Lady, be patient with yourself. She might not climb trees no more, but she's still ripping around up and down the highways. Because she likes to travel. But she learned that she has to do more. Be more patient with herself in those adventures. Take more naps. Age will do that to you. Health and wellness will do that to you. Mental health will do that to you. Require you to take more patience with yourself. I'm worthy of receiving patience from myself and others. I'm worthy of allowing myself to take as much time as my things take. So long as I'm moving diligently towards my goal, I'll move at the pace in which I need to in order to bide my time in peace. That's it. Let's go on and take this one up in prayer, and we'll take it on out. All right? All right. Dear God, the creator, the knower, the doer, the seer, the beer of all things, we come to you first and foremost thanking you. We thank you for this day. We thank you for allowing us to come together with our friends and families over the course of this week. We thank you for allowing us to commune with one another and to spend some time with you in the early parts of the day. We ask that you bless us with your perfect peace. We ask that you bless us and fill us with your patience as we learn to grow and move and access our own power of peace, our own power of patience. We ask that you be with us and soften our hearts as we move through different endeavors that we are attempting in this lifetime, so we can move through them with patience and grace, so we can be a shining example of how not to worry and how not to stress, but to lean unto you and what you have for us. We ask that you ease our hearts, our souls, our minds, so that whatever it is that we're going to, physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, whatever it is we're going through professionally, romantically, relationship-wise, with our peers, our family, our friends, our children, we ask that you bless all that and fill us with your peace and your patience so that we can bide our time through these scenarios with our minds intact, with our hearts still soft and open enough to be able to receive one another. We ask that you allow us to open our hearts to ourselves and have patience with ourselves as we try to move through life's difficulties and as we try to move through life's successes and as we try to move through life's good, bad, ugly, positive, productive, and mundane days. Amen. Amen. All right, y'all. Oh, a couple of people came in here while I was in the middle of the prayer. It's good to see you guys this morning. The affirmation for the day I just put away was I'm worthy of receiving patience from myself and from others. And we're about to get ready to take it on out. Today was the last day of our day 10 of our I am worthy of peace affirmation. So we've already done I am worthy of love. We just got done with I am worthy of peace today. And next week we'll be kicking off with I am worthy of joy. As we move into the Christmas, we are in the midst of the holiday season. As we move into the Christmas season, I am worthy of joy is right on time because you are worthy of being joyous in this time period. So 8:08 Monday through Friday, I will be here. If you appreciate the messaging that I have been giving, go ahead and share it with somebody who you think might be beneficial. Of course, always carry it in your heart. And if you'd like to show a little bit of financial appreciation, you can hit my Cash App, #Moesghetti. Buy me a coffee, buy me a car, whatever it is that fits in your pocket or in your heart. I will take it. But ultimately, I am not here for any fame and fortune. I'm here because I want to live my life on purpose. My purpose on purpose. And part of that is to spread light into dark places. So I appreciate you being here with me this week, last week, the week before that, and I appreciate you coming back next week, whether you're here in the live stream or whether you're watching on the playback. I appreciate each and every soul that I'm able to interact with and touch. All right, y'all, have a good day. I'm about to go eat some more leftovers. Not for to lay down because we got some stuff to do today, but y'all be blessed.